It's a very, very well put together video, really good for raising hype and demand, but can it pull through long term is the question you should be asking yourself. Welcome, Joyager. In today's video, this will likely be the biggest NFT project of the entire month of December. We are covering HAPEBEAST NFT project. I remember when they first came out publicly and everyone was talking about them, everybody was asking me what I thought, and I remember back then I told you guys, if they can maintain their brand, if they can just not be pure hype and demand like fucking Mechaverse was back in the day, then maybe, because they do have something, just purely artistically, you look at it, you know there's something here. So we're going to get into it, the things that I know they need to work on that aren't good enough, and we're also going to talk about some of the things they've done very well with, and I think you're going to like this video. There's a lot to unpack here, guys, so make sure you stay to the end of this video. As you guys know, my goal with this YouTube channel is to bring you guys the knowledge and confidence it takes to navigate this metaverse on your own one day. If that sounds good to you, smash the thumbs up button, like the button, just click the like button, you know, let's shoot for 100 likes. I think we could totally do that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, bell notification on, and let's hape into it. So here's their Twitter page. It's called HapeBeastGang. You take a first look at the cover photo. Pretty intense, man. And instant shock value. You need that in a HapeBeast brand. Like any kind of hype clothes, you need shock value. You need to look at it and instantly be kind of triggered. You know, we were like, whoa, wait, what's going on here? We've got 113,000 followers. Tell me this doesn't remind you a little bit of Mechaverse. The same vibes as far as just people going, holy shit, this is going to be huge. This is going to be huge. I know all the new people are getting freaked out and panicking, and they're like, oh my God, I got to make this. I got to get this one. I got to get whitelist. And just remember, take the lessons we learned from Mechaverse and let's try not to have that happen again. They basically had a crazy amount of demand and then it just tanked. And it's just not been the project we were all hoping it would be. So the release date is for December 2021, but I read a couple of different places that they're not scared to push that back, and I'm a big fan of that. That's very forward thinking, that's smart, and I like that they're not letting the crowd dictate them. That's very important for a long-term brand. And tune in on Sunday at 6 p.m. PST to watch me on the HapeBeast AMA. I'm gonna pop in for a little bit and hang out with them, chit chat a little bit, and I would love to see you guys there. And that'll be on their Twitch channel. So here's their video. I'm not gonna play it because I'll probably get copyrighted, but I'll show you like 2 seconds of it. That teaser video was so good. It was almost perfect, except for one thing. Me working in video production, I noticed this just because I had my headphones on. There was no bass, it felt like. There could have been like 20 or 30% more bass, and that would have been just perfect. It would have been amazing. I just missed that. I missed it, and I think you missed the mark there. So that video has 150,000 views. They've got 5,000 subscribers in their YouTube channel. It is the only video, so you guys know what I'm gonna say. HapeBeast, guys, work on your fucking YouTube. Don't worry, I can set you guys up with a long form piece of content. I've been interviewing founders of projects like Doodles, Bungie Project, CoinGame, SupDucks next week. So I'd love to offer the founder of Hape, Matt Sipien, his Twitter handle is @Digimental. If you would like to come on my podcast and talk about you, it's not going to be me grilling you questions. It's just going to be about finding out what kind of person you are, who you are, what you're about. That's really all it is. And so I would love to do that for you and facilitate that piece of content for your YouTube channel. Just shoot me a DM or something. I'd love to talk. So straight off the bat with that intro video, I mean, look, I work in video production. This is a very good video. It's very clear to me that the people on this team on the marketing side are absolute experts. Now, mass marketers don't always mean capable and competent in business. That just means they're really good at marketing. So keep that in mind when you watch this video. It's a very, very well put together video, really good for raising hype and demand, but can it pull through long term is the question you should be asking yourself. That's not hate at all. That is just being smart and covering your ass. So they're very active on Twitter. They do a lot of giveaways and whitelist stuff, so I mean that's okay. I don't know how great that is for long-term brand building, but they do have a lot of videos and pieces of content where it looks like they're going to be collabing with some big brands, or they're looking to become a big brand. You can get that kind of like big dick energy, if you will, from this project just early on, just from the start. I'm sure there's some big projects that are already geared up for collabs with them. And yeah, I know it looks exactly like Bored Ape Yacht Club, but it's different enough and professional looking enough that this could work. It really just depends on how competent the team is and how much they're actually willing to make this thing work long term. And especially if we go into an NFT bear market, are they going to be able to hold on to their holders? Did they do enough work on the brand to get people to fuck with their clothes, the HapeBeast like culture, you know? So they have to do a very good job with their storytelling to get people to get emotionally involved with their project. Because right now I'd say most of the content I'm seeing, especially on their Twitter, is a bunch of hype stuff like look how cool we are, look how good we are. And that's really good. That works honestly for a lot of people to just get them to buy in, but it's still not enough to be like the brand, which it seems like they're trying to be. But here's something that gave me a great sign. So basically they came out and said, hey, we're going to get this like new Discord thing situated, and they cleared out 22,000 bots. I'm a big fan of that. Big fan of that. And more NFT Discords need to be doing something like this. So way to go, Hape team. Here's the founder, Primal Ape. He is the Digimental. So for most people, I'm gonna guess this is as far as you guys got on your research. He's just a guy with 30,000 subscribers, pretty active on Twitter. I like what he's doing on Twitter. But if you did one extra step and you went to his link tree, you would have found him on LinkedIn as Matt Sypian. He still isn't fully doxed here. He went to the University of Bradford. He's got a lot of connections and a pretty ridiculous resume, if I'll say so myself, if these are real and these are legit. You know, I mean, this is big stuff right here, you know. Let's see if we can't find him online real quick. Oh, I think this is him. Matt Sypian, founder of Digimental Studio. Looks like this is a screenshot that someone took before he switched his page. Let's click on it and see if it goes to his page. Oh my god, that's him. That's his linked. It's linked. Holy shit, so this is Matt Sypian. Fully doxed. I really hope I don't get sued for this. I'm actually probably gonna reach out and double check with him because I have no idea if that's like a thing or illegal or what. Anyways, we found him. Very highly qualified. Works at a lot of places. Done a lot of things. His Instagram, he's worked with past clients like Chelsea FC, Nike, MTV, Jordan, Air Nickelodeon. And you can tell just from that promotional video that he's probably legit. You know, he's got these connections. It seems very fucking... It reminded me of like NBC Sports and like one of those promos they've done on TV. And he's from London. You know, he's worked with Chelsea, some Nike, a bunch of sports teams. And it definitely gave me that vibe of like hype culture, high fashion, high class, like athletes and stuff like that. And that's the vibe I get from the project. I will say I'm not getting the clearest message of what HapeBeastGang means. Like, I'm not sure exactly what their message is yet. So let's be realistic though. This is the best we've seen pretty much from NFT land. I think, at least so far, at least in the last couple of months, this is the best I've seen from any project. It reminds me a little bit of Mechaverse. It just bothers me that they have so much, I mean, it doesn't bother me, but they've just got so much support off the bat. I don't know how much of that is going to be a bunch of panicky newbies who kind of FOMO in and out and kind of ruins the project, or what kind of holders they got. It does seem that the team is experienced. We're going to get into that in a second. But the question is going to be, how much are they working on branding? How much is them not having an active YouTube channel hurting them? One thing I do know is they do AMAs 3 times a week. So that's actually really good. So I reached out to @Mikey G NFT, one of the guys in the team, and he told me that they stream NFT crypto talk and whitelist giveaways and AMAs of NFT crypto peeps. I don't know exactly what that means, but it does seem that they are doing a little bit of brand work in the personal sector. So I do like that. But I will maintain that they need to do more work as far as the brand focused chit chat, you know. Now if they've got like the founder and they've got like the lead artist on every week, then that's a totally different story. That would be a great idea if they're not doing that. But otherwise, it's not providing that much value in the eyes of the consumer. For example, the reason Neo Tokyo works is because Alex Becker and Elio Trades are the 2 figureheads, and they've got connections with all these CEOs and company founders and stuff like that. That's why that project works, and that's built on years of brand building that Alex and Elio did on their own channels that gave them the opportunity to do this. So when you come from an anonymous background, it's much harder to achieve true brand, true support. And that's why I've said like 15 times in this video that we should do an interview together. And guys, we're like 4 for 4 on tagging projects founders and getting an interview. So tag him on Twitter and tell him to come on the show. So for anybody new in NFTs, what likely will happen is they'll get a very large run up. The floor will go fucking massive, and then it'll tank pretty hard, and everyone's going to think, oh, it's dead. And then it's going to shoot back up a little bit, and then it'll go back down. And that's the way of NFTs. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to up, it's down. If you're looking to flip, if you need money, get out early before the reveal, probably make a little bit of profit. You can maybe buy back in after. If you're looking to just hold, then fucking hold. Just know that when you sign for NFTs, you're signing up for 60% drops on the daily. But yeah, anyways, Hape just needs to work on why Hape. Why do people want it? I should be able to get an idea already, and I don't. So far, it just looks like a hyped up clothing brand that is just trying to be cool, but I don't see anything that makes me emotionally invested in a project. So they have this Genesis Hape collection with a floor price of 34, 221 Ethereum traded. There's 35 of them, 33 owners. This is typically how they go with Genesis projects. So if you find a Genesis project you really believe in, it might not hurt to throw a little bit of money in if you've got extra liquidity. Because if you go back to the beginning when this project just launched before anyone found out about them, the floor was 0.06. You could have bought that in August for 0.06. You would have paid 0.06 and sold it for 34 if you wanted to. That's nuts, right? So if you find a Genesis project that you really have vetted out and say, you know what, this is it, I'm gonna hold this bitch. Look, if you had held it, you would have had to wait like 5 months. Most of you haven't even been in this space for 5 months. You'd be up a ridiculous amount right now, and that's the power of hodling. You know, if you can buy and hold in NFT land, you're gonna do a lot better than flipping in and out of projects, because NFTs flipping, all luck, guys. Not a lot of demand for these, honestly, so maybe there's not any utility to be a Genesis holder. I'm not really sure. Here's their website. It is freaking nice. This is a nice website. A little bit of lore here, a little bit of a promo here. Very cool. They talk a little bit about what they're going for, but still not enough for me. It's like, why Hape? You know, why not some other project that is kind of doing something like this? Like, that's the question. Like, take away all the followers, why are people staying? They do a good job. Like, I want to be part of this just by having seen all this content. I'm like, dude, it would be cool to be part of this project. But the floor went to like 20 Ethereum. I don't know if I would hold, you know, just because I'm not feeling that emotionally connected to it. So the roadmap looks like a first drop, some music to Hape 2, not sure what that means, special drops, special collections, similar engineering, I assume some type of breeding, companion shit or something like that. Phase 3, they got clothing collabs, Hape Couture, I don't know what that means, the runway to fame. I'm not sure what any of these mean, I don't really care. I mean, this is fine. Like, as long as they're working on their brand, getting people to fuck with them, and pretty much that, then that's all a project needs. They need a little bit of support, and they need a lot of just grit. This is a sick picture. That's all I have to say. This is a sick picture. I'm not going to go through every single person on this whole list, but I have no idea who any of these people are. They just, like, some of them have followers, some of them are active, some aren't. So everybody else in the team, you can't, I guess I can't really trust because I don't know who they are. Everyone in the mods, you don't know who these guys are. The only person that is truly doxed, I guess, especially after me finding him on LinkedIn, on Google, is Digimental. It looks like he has a lot of connections. If he's actually worked at these places as a legit job, not like a janitor or something, then, you know, someone with a lot of connections, and it seems like a lot of money, this would maybe be a good idea to just do some more research and try and figure out who these people on the team are. And again, I know I've asked like 3 or 4 times, but like, you guys need this. You need a piece of personal content. So I'd love to offer some kind of podcast collaboration between us two. But I just want to stress it so much because if there's a good project, it only helps. And I just hate seeing good projects not do fundamentals. I popped in their Discord. They're very communicative. They answer a lot of questions. And then as far as everything else is fine. There's just so many freaking people in here. I think there's like 222,000 people in here. That is absurd, guys. And I think a lot of those are real because they had 124,000 views in that video. So I know that there's people looking to get into this project. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little review. I didn't want to get too far into specifics just because they're a new project. Remember, with any new project, it's speculation, it's risky. It is the riskiest form of investing. This is not investing, guys. You're in a casino. Let's just say it how it is. But in every educated investor like you watching this video right now, there's a little bit of NFT degen, and I respect it. Of all the new projects I've seen so far, this is the most promising, obviously. I mean, it just goes without saying. But with the highest upside, they also have the highest downside. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I do let you guys pick which videos I do in like which order and stuff like that on my Twitter and my Discord, so make sure you follow me in there. I do a lot of information that I can't really put on my YouTube on those channels, so make sure you follow me there. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, smash like in this video. Code word is going to be Hape, baby. And next, I think I'm going to be reviewing Neo Tokyo because there's some really interesting stuff coming about that, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, continue on your Joyage, continue to learn, and be grateful you're alive watching this video. Peace.